Su Xiao held the long sword and stretched his arm straight. Although he did not reach the level where the weapon became an extension of his limbs, he felt different about the weapon in his hand at this moment. It would not be a matter of a day or a night to reach that level. Although it cost 1,000 paradise coins in just 1 hour, Su Xiao thought it was worth it. Koshiro did not teach him any moves, but opened a new door for him. Summon Koshiro again. Su Xiao was in a good state now, so he summoned Koshiro again. Unable to summon the specified mirror image. Ding, Hunter Authority is activated, please select the summoning duration. Su Xiao smiled, it seems that his identity as a hunter is also useful. 3 hours. Koshiro mirror image summoning completed. Koshiro appeared again, and Koshiro nodded to Su Xiao after appearing, without introducing himself. Su Xiao was a little surprised, Koshiro seemed to recognize him. Then, continue the last practice. You have already initially sensed the weapon in your hand. Koshiro's words made Su Xiao understand why the Samsara Paradise does not provide the same mirror image summoning. After the same mirror image appears, the memory of the last time will continue, which is undoubtedly a good thing for Su Xiao. Now you are qualified to spar with me, come on. Koshiro drew his weapon for the first time. Su Xiao recognized the knife, the big knife 21 work, Wado Ikemonji. Su Xiao stood up and rushed towards Koshiro with the knife. Now time is precious, he must seize every minute and every second to become stronger. The crisp sound of the collision of weapons came. Fighting with a master like Koshiro is undoubtedly a valuable experience. If it were not for the Samsara Paradise, Su Xiao would not have had this opportunity. During the battle, Su Xiao paid attention to every move of Koshiro, like a shriveled sponge, quickly absorbing the sword skills. After an hour of continuous sparring, sweat soaked Su Xiao's clothes and his body was full of heat. Let's take a break now. There are a few things you need to pay attention to. During the break, Koshiro began to point out Su Xiao's previous shortcomings. At this time, Koshiro, because of the mirror image, did not teach Su Xiao anything privately. 3 hours passed quickly, and Su Xiao still felt a little reluctant. Time is up, see you next time. Koshiro gradually disappeared. Su Xiao wanted to summon Koshiro again, but after seeing the remaining 4027 paradise coins, he could only give up temporarily. Su Xiao took a deep breath, and the feeling that he could break everything disappeared. That was the sequelae of the rapid increase in attributes. He clenched his fist with one hand, and the crisp sound of click, click came. He had become accustomed to the sudden increase in attributes. Now he only needed to complete the last step. Paradise, start the actual combat mode. The actual combat mode consumes 10 paradise coins per minute, yes/no payment. Pay. The actual combat mode is turned on, and the mechanical doll will appear in 30 seconds. Please prepare in advance. The surrounding scene began to change, from the original sword hall to a desert. The sword hall is a scene that was automatically generated after Koshiro appeared, and the current scene is the actual combat mode. The actual combat mode will not end until Su Xiao dies in battle. Of course, dying in the trial field does not mean real death. The strong wind blew up the yellow sand, and the surroundings were dim. A silver-white iron ball emerged from the sand. It was not an iron ball at all, but the head of a mechanical doll. One by one, mechanical dolls made of steel drilled out of the sand, and dozens of pairs of red electronic eyes stared at Su Xiao. There were more and more mechanical dolls, and soon there were hundreds of them, surrounding Su Xiao heavily. Time is up, and the actual combat practice begins. Ka ka ka. The neat sound of metal collision came, and those mechanical dolls quickly surrounded Su Xiao from all directions. The dense mechanical dolls around made Su Xiao dare not be careless and quickly adjusted his breathing rhythm. Countless weapons attacked from all sides, wrapping Su Xiao tightly. A few silver knife lights flashed, and large pieces of mechanical puppets shattered. Su Xiao is no longer the same as before. Now his physical fitness and swordsmanship have greatly improved. Metal shattered, yellow sand splashed, and a tragic fight began. 10 minutes later, Su Xiao was teleported to the entrance of the trial field. As soon as he appeared, Su Xiao fumbled on his head to make sure that his head was complete. Just now, under the siege of those mechanical puppets, his head was shattered. It's so realistic. Su Xiao left the trial field with a smile on his face. Although he spent more than 4,000 paradise coins, he has adapted to his current body. And the gains are not only these, his swordsmanship proficiency has also improved. Skill 2. Swordsmanship expertise, LV.2. Passive. Skill effect, increase melee attack power by 12% and sword weapon proficiency. The mastery of swordsmanship has been upgraded by 1 level. According to Su Xiao's understanding, it is very difficult to upgrade the mastery of swordsmanship. It requires a soul crystal, small, which is 1,000 paradise coins. In order to upgrade his skill, Shadow Destruction, in addition to self-training, he can upgrade it by using soul crystals and paradise coins. Now Su Xiao understands the value of soul crystals. He killed elite creatures by chance, but only got 1 soul crystal, small. He looked for soul crystals in the trading market of Samsara Paradise, but no one was selling them. Not to mention selling them, most contractors don't know what soul crystals are. So the soul crystal, small, in his hand is very precious. Returning to the exclusive room, Su Xiao spent 100 paradise coins to expand the bedroom, bathroom and other rooms in the exclusive space, and put the purchased furniture in place. After some arrangements, Su Xiao's exclusive room has transformed into a spacious and luxurious one. Sitting on the soft big bed bought for 40 paradise coins, Su Xiao fell into deep thought. He now has a soul crystal, small, in his hand, and now has 2 choices, either to upgrade existing skills or to open new skills. Judging from the current situation, Su Xiao does not have many combat skills except for the Blue Steel Shadow skill and swordsmanship expertise. However, he has a general goal, which is to use swordsmanship as the main force in combat and other abilities as supplements. This is a very promising route, and there are such strong people in many derivative planes. Hawkeye Mihawk, the world's #1 swordsman in the pirate world, fights with swordsmanship. Although it is called swordsmanship in the pirate world, Hawkeye uses a sword, not only Hawkeye, but also Red Hair and others. It can be seen that specializing in one ability is very promising. Su Xiao is not proficient in the use of Blue Steel Shadow, so he is not in a hurry to acquire new skills. In this way, it is to choose one skill to improve between Blue Steel Shadow and swordsmanship expertise. After hesitating for a long time, Su Xiao finally chose to improve swordsmanship expertise, which will make his strength growth more obvious. Consume soul crystal, small, 1,000 paradise coins, to upgrade sword skills expertise. Su Xiao was in a trance for a few seconds, and then he felt that there was some more knowledge in his mind. That was the knowledge of swordsmanship. Check sword skills expertise again. Skill 2. Sword skills expertise, LV.3. Passive. Skill effect, increase melee attack power by 14% and sword weapon proficiency. Use soul crystals to improve skills. There is no sense of difficulty, and there is no need to adapt, but to master directly. No wonder soul crystals are so rare. Su Xiao was very lucky to get such a heaven-defying item in the green treasure box. In fact, it is not just good luck. In the nightmare difficulty world, Su Xiao's benefits from killing enemies have been greatly improved. This kind of good thing may rarely appear in the future.